Hello, everyone. You're joining Ripples of Music, and it's one of the most exciting hangouts as we always have. And today, too, we have a very special artist with us. And reminding you again, wherever you're joining us from, you might be just logging into Music.lk's YouTube channel or Music.lk's website, or watching us from our exclusive vanity URL, which is google.com/plusmusiclk. Wherever you're watching us from, welcome to Ripples of Music, and you can just enjoy the chit-chat with our fabulous artist this evening. Well, without further ado, let me welcome our great artist today is Rukshan Mark, who's awaiting the chat with a beautiful guitar by his side. Hi, Rukshan.
Fabulous artist.
Fabulous artist. I did say that, yeah.
I'm looking at you, I was thinking that you are fabulous doing that.
Wow.
Okay, hi, I'm glad to be here, and Devashi, both of us are going to have a good time, because I'm going to interview you at some point of the chat.
What? Oh, no. Okay, right. It doesn't come as a surprise because, yeah. By the way, Rukshan has been hosting a few shows on TV too, so there you go. He has talent for that too. Right. Rukshan, just very quickly tell us what you've been up to lately, and we haven't seen you for just a bit, so we want to know what's the story on your side these days.
Well, I guess it's too much is too much when you realize that you've been in the industry for so long as 15 years, and every month you're releasing a song, which is not very good. So I wanted to take a break. So it was a good break for 3 years, but I was very much in the recording scene, as in running the recording studio and doing other stuff as well. I forgot to tell you, now I'm into the business of directing videos, Devashri.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You're in the business of directing videos, okay?
Yes. And,
details, yes.
Details, okay. I've directed about 5 videos now, and Ashanti, I think most of the songs of Ashanti's I've done.
Okay.
And two of my songs, one here and one in Singapore as well. So yes, I'm just feeling the waters in that areas as well.
So just tell me then, how do you go directing your own video? Are you involved in your own
production? It's very simple.
Still?
Yeah, it's very simple. What you do is you take 2 other people to tell your story, 2 models, and then you direct them, and then you just pick the camera and you start singing. That's it.
Are you sure it's simple as that? Are you really sure?
Yeah, but if I tell you how it's done, then you'll be doing it. So I don't want to have competition.
Okay, fans, it's up to you to get it out of him. Fans, here you go.
Okay.
Right, Rukshan, but you did say you after a small break. Want you to elaborate on it. Why do you say you wanted to take a small break?
See, I've been producing songs for not only for me as well as the other artists as well. So what happens, this can only produce X number of melodies. So at a point I realized that most of my songs are becoming, the same thing over and over. So I thought I need to take a break. And I did a bit of sound engineering so that I can, have more in my hands when it comes to studio work. So yeah, so that's a reason, or rather that's the excuse that I gave. I mean, we too need a break, Devashi. I know you agree with this.
Yeah, so I think it's a deserved one. It's a well-deserved one. Right, Rukshan, you know what? We have another very special guest who's joining us as a fan today, but he's also a very special guest this evening, and he's Julian over there. Hi, Julian.
Hi there.
Hi. I know he's been here for just a couple of days, and I'll do the introductions a bit later. But Julian, just tell me, how has it been so far in Sri Lanka? What was the first thing that came to your mind when you touched down in Sri Lanka?
The first thing that came into my mind was food. I'd heard so much wonderful things about Sri Lankan food. It's actually my first visit to Sri Lanka, so really honoured and privileged to be here, and really interested in hearing from our fabulous artist.
Great. So what are you really looking forward to, since it's your first visit? What are you looking forward to doing or meeting anyone in particular over here?
I've met so many people in the last 48 hours since I've been here. One thing that struck me, I travel all around Southeast Asia and South Asia, and this has got to be the friendliest country I've ever been to. They say that English are polite. I'm from London in England, but I've never met a bunch of people so friendly as Sri Lankans. They've made me feel so welcome, and I just love the atmosphere here. It's just a very vibrant atmosphere, and I imagine the music scene here is very interesting. One of my talents is not having any talent, so I'm always in awe of musicians. I kind of, when I'm singing in the car, I make my children cry. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the music.
Beautiful. Rukshan, what do you think? You agree Julian's first visit, and this is his impression. He thinks you're a bunch of
actually, before anything, I think there's something that we need to do for Julian. We need to sing this very famous song that Billy sings very well.
Right.
Welcome to Sri Lanka. Welcome to Sri Lanka. You are our friend. You remember that, do you? Okay, Julian, welcome to Sri Lanka. I think it's a great deal for me too to
Absolutely.
Talk to you, see you like this.
Yeah.
And I think I'm honored to talk to you too.
That's great.
Welcome, Julian. And you know what? I kept the best bit for the last, but this man is no ordinary gentleman. He's also the managing director of Google Southeast Asia, and that's why he's traveling so much. And it's his turn to be in Sri Lanka with us. So we're really honored. Thanks, Julian, for joining the Hangout. Great. We'll be talking to you more. We shall go to a fan who can open up and talk to Rukshan as much as they like. Loud and clear.
Hi, Rukshan.
Hi, Andrew. Oh, sorry, Enosh.
Yes, Enos, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So, and hi to Julian. Nice to know that you enjoy Sri Lanka. Rukshan,
Yes.
I have this this unanswered question I want
Okay,
to
hold on a
ask
second.
some artists.
Before you go
Yeah.
any further, please be easy on that because we both of us are from same town. We live very close to each other, so just easy on the questions, okay?
Okay, yeah, it's an easy question. I hope it's an easy question. Being an artist in Sri Lanka, is it more about talent or your personality? Say, do you need personality to carry yourself, or is it basically talent?
I would say personality. I don't know whether it's a unique thing for Sri Lanka, but I think I have found many people who are not very talented, but their personality has helped them to carry themselves through this entertainment industry.
Right. Okay.
Whoa.
A very serious one. Wow.
Short and sweet, just like that.
That's one.
How many questions do you have? That's one, is it?
Rukshan, he has plenty. We have a long time.
Okay. Go on.
Right.
It'll just pop up and there, so it'll be ready for you, man.
Yeah, Nish, because there's no commercial breaks, and you have plenty of time, so you can ask any questions you have. Nobody's going to mute you, nothing. So go ahead.
That's the speciality of this hangout, of a hangout, basically. There are no breaks. We just talk our mind as it is. We have plenty of time in our hands. You can continue with your next question.
I think Andrew is back.
What are you looking forward to?
I think Andrew is back. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, back.
Cool.
Oh,
okay. Andrew, you can talk to Rukshan and ask any questions you want to.
Rukshan?
Yes, Andrew. Hi.
Well,
Good, how are you?
How do you feel? Good, so far good. I see you're also doing very well.
Okay. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm doing well.
Okay. From being a director, right?
Okay.
When you look back from music, the back history of music, how does it feel like?
You mean my whatever the music that I've been doing and how I came into the industry, is it?
Yeah, without being a director and looking at the music, how it grew up and the where it is now.
Yeah, Sri Lankan music industry, I would say there was before 70s when most of the music came from India and we kind of changed or remixed Indian melodies, and we did that time. It was good, but then later on this moved into other genres as well. And I think all of us appreciate Baila. And I think, Julian, I would advise you to listen to a little bit of Baila, that you really give you this food and the Sri Lankan food and Baila go very well together. And I think right now it's not in a very favorable place when it comes to music, because there's so many genres out there and people are trying to do so many at one time. But I guess I would say we had a rich culture of music in the past. Did I
I'll
answer your
just
question?
chip in
Yeah,
there, Andrew, if you don't mind. But Rukshan, isn't it a good thing that there are so many genres and it's a busy scene right now? Don't you think it's a good thing?
it is a good thing if you do it correctly. And I think right now we are all kind of mixed up in what we do. We have a problem in separating R&B from hip hop and pop. I think earlier it was only classic or baila, that those things everybody kind of knew exactly what they're into. But right now I feel most of the new artists find it very difficult uh, because what is selling they would want to do, and they don't know what is rap or what is hip hop or R&B. So there's a bit of a confusion right now, which I think need to be cleared very soon.
Okay, that's Rukshan's viewpoint. Julian, I would like to come to you. I know you had a question there too. And how do you feel from where you come? Is it the same scene from back in the UK, or when you travel, do you see the same thing happening around the world? And what was your question in the first place? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think the music scene in Britain is very commercial now. My question was actually, Britain has exported a lot of music. Has Rukshan had any kind of influences from any British music that have kind of informed his career?
Shall we have that from you again, Julian? I think I understood it, but yeah, Rukshan needs to hear it again.
Yeah, Rukshan, have there been any British bands that have influenced your career?
Yes, definitely, Julian. I would say, looking back at though I represent new age music, I would say Paul McCartney and Beatles would be. I mean, everybody knows about them. Sorry,
What's your favourite Beatles song?
I don't know if it's a Beatles song, but I think "Imagine There's No Heaven." Is it a Beatles song?
Oh, it's John Lennon. John Lennon, yeah.
Okay. It's part of Beatles, right?
Yeah, I think he did Imagine when he left the Beatles, yeah.
So I would say that's the first song that I ever sang, and from that point onwards, I start collecting some music. But I've been looking at the music charts in UK. If you look at up to Spice Girls, I would say there have a lot of good stuff that happened. I still enjoy some of the. I mean, Elton John is another person that I really admired. I mean, in my time, when we were just growing up, Sacrifice was a big hit in radio, and I think I kind of like that kind of music rather than just a lot of beats, I would say.
Great. Julian, thank you. We'll come back to you. Inosh, you had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rukshan.
Yes.
Rukshan? Yeah, you were
Yeah.
saying that there's so many genres coming into Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
and Devashi said isn't that a good thing, something like that.
Yeah.
But now you mentioned India. Now India, there is like so many undiscovered music, which is like long lost, and say lost scales and stuff and all, which is not discovered. I think there are about 1,000+ scales, and those guys are practicing only just 100 or more, few more than 100. Do you think Sri Lanka also has undiscovered music that that can be explored and made use of, or
Okay.
going into other genres is
Right.
Yeah,
Can I
go
just enlighten you on one area which most of us
Yeah, sure,
don't
please.
know. India does not have a music industry. They have a film industry.
Yeah.
So every song that we hear, every song that brings money to India or to those artists are films. If you take any song, it's very rarely that you would find album that is becoming a
Okay.
hit apart from a
Okay.
film. Okay, and I think the successful duo would be Colonial Cousins, if I'm not mistaken. They were the
Yeah.
last to do something great in that area. But yes, there were another hidden band called Noble Savages, which
Okay.
didn't really make. They were a great reggae band, and
Okay.
they were the ones who really, got this Hindi reggae kind of thing out, but they were not discovered. But in Sri Lanka, it's different because right now I would say we don't have a film industry. It's just few films a year, which is not really making great. But we have a large music industry right now developing with the youngsters coming into the scene, and a lot of studios have been opened here. And I mean, especially the sites like Music.lk, who is really helping the youngsters to come and do project their work. So the music industry is developing, but what my only thing is we need some sort of an institute or some sort of a mechanism where people will learn, because we are just, once we get a CD into our hand, which has few beats, we start producing songs without really knowing what we are doing. So that is the area that I'm concerned about. To answer your question, yes, there are a lot of stuff that you can do, because we are mixed cultural country, which has so many cultural differences. If you go to south, it's a different culture, different type of music. If you go up country to Ampara, different music styles. Yes, there's so much you can do, but you need to know how to do it. And also, we are a country which is very emotionally attached to our culture. So you take something which has a religious background and you try to change it. I mean, you have to be really careful with what you're doing. So all those things are there.
Right.
Am I being too serious about all this music scene? I'm scaring you guys or something.
I don't know.
But I guess these are serious questions, so I need to be very careful when I answer them, and I don't want you to get the wrong
absolutely.
idea.
So Rukshan, we can lighten things up a bit also with maybe you can give an example to Julian also and to everybody of a little bit of baila. Like what is baila? Give us a tiny example.
Tiny example of baila. Baila is a mixture of
Can you
samba.
Just sing something?
Oh, you want me to sing?
You don't have to play. You can just a glimpse of baila.
Okay, you tell me a song. I'll sing. I'll try. I'll say.
Okay, fans, tell me about that. I can tell him, but it'll be nice to have you say it.
Okay, I'll sing something that I think one of my friends did, Nalin Samat did. Sudunanda ge duarosi, elalaga mata hamua. Age akka ge duarosi, be baba nanda te kiva. Nanda ge duet dengalala, rosi va ge duregalasala. Machavarti ayava dennaharava, tunnaginna sama ekvela. Sudunanda ge duarosi, andanava kandu sala. Is that enough?
Thank you. That's enough. Julian, what did you think of that? What do you get out of the beat? Do you think that beat is like it can go international? This sort of groove. What do you feel?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, think of all the think of Psy, Gangnam Style. What was amazing about him is how he went really international. That's an interesting question I had actually for Rukshan. How do artists in Sri Lanka actually go international? Because if you look at what happened with Psy, I mean, he's got now 1.4 billion views on that video. And funny enough, the other day I was doing a calculation. If you watched all those videos end to end, it's 11,000 years worth of views. So are we going to see another kind of Psy come from Sri Lanka maybe one day?
Maybe. Exactly. Rukshan, what do you think?
Yes, actually, it's funny because you mentioned this. I don't know whether you heard this 1 pound fish.
No, what's that?
Well, that's a song being released. It's somebody in UK has released this. 21 million downloads, and I think he is Indian who has released this. It goes, come on lady, 1 pound fish. Very
yeah.
There's no very seriousness in it, but it's something that has entertained 21 million in the world. 21 views actually. So it's a different approach to different. So I think that is more closer to baila. It's a very, baila is written about very simple things in life, and I think that kind of approach will definitely take us to the international level, like Julian said.
Right. So okay, Rukshan. So do you like Julian agreed too? I mean, Julian was just giving an example with Psy, but do you think so? The remedy, the recipe is to do a very simple song. It can be even like almost comical, and that's the essence to sort of, capture everybody out there. Is that the way to go?
I think the world has heard enough of just very serious songs.
Serious.
And I think yes, it's time that has come where the West is learning from the East, or from the Asia, I would say, because if you look at some of the hit songs that came into past. Tokyo's Drift, there was a song that became a hit now, then Gangnam Style, and now another one like that. So I think it's moving on to that level because the West is looking at us to now, okay, guys, we have been giving you music for many, many years. Now you all give us something to us. I think that's where we are. India actually is leading this by, with the films and with few other ways of like people like Jay Sean doing stuff. So I think it's
Yeah.
next. It should be
Yeah.
us. I strongly
Yeah.
believe Sri Lanka will make a mark in Baila one day. Just
Yeah.
that our Baila artists need to believe in that and work towards that.
And do you also feel it's because of other avenues, like, it's not just mainstream media, it's YouTube and, lots of other ways of putting your work out there. Quick, it can be as quick as that. Do you think these forums promote or give the opportunity unlike those days? It's part of the
Yes,
reason.
definitely. Let me bring forward example. Music.lk. I think about 3-4 years ago, I did one song Ojai. I remade that song, and I released it through media, and not even it didn't even run for 2 months. But this time, what I did was I released a song only to Music.lk, and I didn't release it to media. It's already, when I checked today, it's 70,000 downloads, and I think that's a great number for me, especially because this is the first time we have reached that kind of a number for me. And I think when I look back, I know, okay, 70,000 people have my song, they have downloaded my song. And this kind of a mileage I would not get from media. And as you know, Sri Lankan media, I can talk like this because this forum is such that I can talk something like this with you. There are stations, internationally, if you look at the stations, the media institutes will pay the artists for giving their song. But right now, we have to pay the radio stations to get our song on air. And it's not small amounts, it's about 3,500 US dollars for one song for 1 month. And so what's going to happen in the future? It's going to be very limited getting songs on media. So these kind of forums will definitely help. And I think what you're doing right now, I would like to one day, when I have time, open my chat box and chat to a few people, because in my music, when I create, I would always talk to my fans. I use different methods, and I will find out, okay, what kind of music they like. I do my research with the fans. So I think this will, something like this will really help me to talk to them and get their viewpoints, ask them what kind of song they like, and then go and do a bit of research and produce my songs.
Yes. Just tell me, talking about social media and YouTube, do you watch more clips on YouTube or on the net than what you watched on TV, let's say? How are you
YouTube.
personally? How does it apply to you?
YouTube. There's no other better place that I know to go watch music videos. So whenever I want to watch a music video, YouTube
Right,
it is.
right. So you want
Well,
the
actually,
artist
I wanted to ask that from Rukshan. See, Rukshan, you might have come the way. Do you think it is easier for today's generation, to reach stardom within 2-3 months with the help of this social media like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter? Is it much easier now than then?
Yeah.
I think it's much easier now, and I think one of the reasons that the kind of applications didn't come into existence is because people didn't believe that this will catch up. And 5-10 years ago, we never thought that every kid will have an iPhone or a phone which has which you could download or upload stuff. So this
Exactly,
is
yeah.
where we really need to invest, and I think. I was talking to my record label recently, and I was trying to see how we can find a different avenue to sell our music, also to get our movies. To answer your question, you just go on to music.lk and see how many artists that we have not seen on TV making big
Yeah.
on the net, and through that, their songs are being requested through the radio. So,
Yeah.
you know about mobile download business. There are artists who earn about close to 500,000, 600,000 a month, and we have not seen them on TV.
Another interesting thing about the social media is that anything funny and eccentric, it just goes viral. So
That's right.
hence Kolaveri and Gangnam
Yes.
Style, maybe it was eccentric. So
Yeah.
Yes.
why not? You two can make something totally out of the world, funny.
If I'm not mistaken, I know that YouTube has this kind of a system where they watch the number of views of a certain song, and if it reaches over a certain number of millions, that they offer record labels. And I think that's how Jay Sean from UK, how he went to US was one of the something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong in this, but many have confirmed this. So I think I would say YouTube is the first option that I would take after releasing a good song.
Might be interesting to give you some facts on YouTube that we've seen. There are 72 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute. That's a huge amount of content. It's equal to
Wow.
300,000 full-length films every week. So a huge amount of that is music as well. And what we're seeing actually is the things that are really popular are videos that the fans can mimic. You know, Gangnam Style is an example with the dance, or the Harlem Shake. But any way in which the fans can participate, it seems to be very popular. And YouTube is a great vehicle for that. The other phenomenon that's happening, and you're seeing particularly in other markets, is a lot of people watching YouTube on their phone. So when you're in Singapore, for example, you're seeing people watch YouTube music videos with their earphones on the trains. And about 50% of all YouTube views are now on a mobile phone in Singapore. So the kind of world is changing, and people are using technology to enjoy music in a kind of very different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
It's
think after
also
this, I'm going to give up on all media and just stick with YouTube. I could be
Stick to
serious about
that.
this.
Well, this kind of hangout is the start of bringing our musicians close to the fans, and fans closer to the artists, and get stuff going. And by the way, talking about smartphones, Julian, if you have a smartphone or any sort of smart device like that, or a PC, laptop, you can watch us live from anywhere. Join us even now and stream us live via Music.lk's YouTube channel or website, or even their vanity URL. You can just type google.com/+music.lk. You know what, Rukshan, can we have you sing something for us?
Okay, now I've been holding this guitar for a long time, but honestly, I don't know how to play this.
What? Sorry?
Yeah, seriously, don't know how to play this. You guys just give me a guitar to hold. So can I just
Come
sing
on.
without? Yeah, okay.
Okay, tell us what do you play? I know you play keyboards much better, and you use it a lot with your music.
Actually, I play the Fool most of the time. Then
The drum.
then the
the
drums,
drum.
yes. I think I'm a better drummer than the keyboard player,
Yes,
so.
I've seen you.
Right. Right. So
Okay,
you have
anyway.
you play
Tell
around
me.
with the guitar, but you can do something. I'm sure. Just work it with the chord.
Denetagin kandulali pide සිතට මගේ තව දුකදී නැවතත් ඔබ මාතුරුලේ නපුරුද ඔබගේ ආදරේ මටමයි කියා කීවා මතකයි තිවුරා එදා හැරයයි කියලා සිතුවේ නෑ මෙබා මහැර තමා ඔබ කියා මහැර තමා සුන්දරයි එදා වගේ බොළඳ වදන් තවමත් වේ වගේ වෙනසක් මට නෑ දැනුනේ තනිකම පමණයි ඇත්තේ ආදරේ මටමයි කියා කීවා මතකයි तिउरायता Harai kiala situve nemima maharadama ubagia maharadama.
Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you. All right. Rukshan, just tell us a little bit about this song. I know it was a very popular song of yours. A little insight?
Little insight. Everybody wants to know that there's something personal to this, but it's just that this is special for me, Dave, because it's the first song that I produced on my own. I mean, I used to go with melodies to studios and just keep the melody, and they would produce. But I never get what I really want from the producers. So then one day I just
never
took the
get
keyboard
what you want. I want never get what you want from music.
Yeah, see, you
From
have
the producers.
when you write the song, you have this sound in your head,
Right.
and
Right.
it's very difficult for me to communicate that to another person
Right.
and get that person to play through a keyboard or guitar.
Correct.
And it's not like so that's the reason I started learning the keyboard. And this is the first song that I produced. This is on C, which is like the baby chord for any musician. So just started producing and just doing a little bit of changing here and there, and then finally turned out to be a hit for me. Nothing personal,
Right.
just that is the only connection I have. Like you said, I'm into this. I like drama, I like movies a lot, so I kind of took a few ideas from certain stories and kind of created a video clip.
And just to explain to Julian, because he might have not understood the
You
lyrics.
must be thinking, what's going on here? Yes.
Yeah, what is it about? Love.
Okay, the song is about. In Sri Lanka, you have so many breakup stories. I mean, it's the most famous line that anybody would write songs on. So this is a song where the guys.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you sang a song like that too, Devashri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay. So this is a song about a guy who had let go of the girlfriend, and now she's back with this guy that she has gone out. Second time is treating her bad. So it's like she's back, but unfortunately you're not ready to take her back, kind of. Okay, Julian, did I make you really confused, or rather?
No, I get the idea. I get the idea. I've been in that situation.
Well, you should get the idea because this is the common idea anywhere you find this idea.
There's one story, universal story worldwide.
Yeah.
Do you write your? How do you get inspired? Do you write better when you're sad or when you're happy, or is it everyday things that kind of inspire you?
If I tell you something, Julian, you laugh at this. When I was doing when I was in school, when I wanted to get into music, my music teacher said, "No, you're not good for music," and actually chased me out of this music class because I couldn't sing. Not that I'm saying that I'm a better singer now, or I'm a great singer or anything, but I'm okay. But I first wrote a song just to impress a girl, and that's how I started. Just wanted to write few lines and just impress the girl and say, "Yeah, listen, I wrote a song for you."
If I wanted to impress a girl, I think the last thing I would do is write her a song or sing her a song. That would
That's
impress her
what they
at all.
say. Behind every good thing is a woman. Yeah.
Yes. And sad part for the woman is that later on she wanted to be friendly with me and all that, but I was friendly with her ex-boyfriend and we started a group called Charles Mark, which really made things good for us. Take that, Devashri.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last line, but yeah, I'm gathering. Yeah. Right. Rukshan, okay. I was hoping to go back to Andrew, but we'll come back to him. Inosh, back to you.
Yeah, Rukshan.
Yes.
See, you might be doing about a dozen songs to bring out one complete song. So, is there any song which was close to perfect, which you can sing for us now, which you didn't put out earlier? Anything that you composed but didn't sing?
Didn't really think, yeah. Yeah, there's one song that I really like, and I don't know why I didn't put it out. I can't really figure out the chords because I only know 3 chords on this guitar, so I'll just sing. I will sing just 4 lines on that.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
Sumudui mudui sinindui matataniak ne obage adarin itakakianne obage namahin Sumudui mudui sinindui obage adare.
Awesome.
Rukshan, do you? I know you write your own lyrics too, but does it happen with all the songs, or you get someone else to write for you?
Thing is, Devashi, I started writing on my own earlier,
Right, right.
and then I met Alan Roy Scott. He's a songwriter for Celine Dion, Gloria Stefan, Luther Vandross, Ricky Martin, and both of us have this very close relationship. I mean, I would call him my father in the music industry. So he's a brilliant songwriter, and he has trained me and he has given me tips. And whenever we meet, we talk about writing songs. So I think now there is no point for me to give it to somebody else. And if at all, I would get Alan to co-write with me, and
Right.
which I did recently. I co-wrote a song with him, and because I want to move into that level, simply because I have started an institute in Sri Lanka, so I want to very soon I want to bring Alan down, have a workshop for songwriting. So this is
Yeah.
something that I want to do.
Yes, I wanted to come to the details of your institute too, because maybe the fans would want to know more. Actually, maybe yeah. Let's talk about it. You have your own audio engineering school institute, yes?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So what's happening these days, Rukshan?
These days, I'm teaching or I'm lecturing 4 days out of the week, from 10 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the night. I have a break from 12 to 3.
Okay.
And actually, because what happened, I kind of realized that there are so many people who would call and wanted to know tips, how to do this. We want to, I mean, I don't know, for some reason they would call me and ask how to probably get their workstation in order. So I kind of thought, because it's very difficult, Devashni, for me to just answer and stop all my work. And, every night, sometime at middle of the night, I get calls. So what I did was I kind of made few modules and made a small program where people can come to my institute and just learn. It's a very small amount that I charge compared to the other institutes in Sri Lanka, very small amount. And this place start flooding with people from Trincomalee, then Hatton, Nuvarelia, Kandy, Mathara, Gala, which is all outskirts. And I know there's one boy who gets Vattala, yes. There are two from Vattala. And there's one boy who gets into the bus at 2:30 a.m.
In the
to get
morning,
to Colombo
right.
at 10:30. So I mean, I kind of realized that there are so many children who wants to learn, and they have no way. So because of that, the institute is doing really well. Right
Right.
now, there's another university in UK who we are in touch. They're trying to offer the certificate for my program. So let's see how it goes.
Great stuff. So all the
Okay.
fans, if you want to know more about production and audio engineering, well, you can talk to Rukshan. I'm sure you have a question. Just hold it up. Rukshan, tell me. So I want to, probe into your other life other than your music life. Okay. So you're
Okay.
into lots of things. Your interests vary.
Hold on a second. I need to break the ice over here. You're talking to me like you have never, you don't know these things. I know you know everything that I do, Devashni. It's time that you just put it out and just ask me straight.
Oh, okay. But actually, I haven't met you for a long time, and it's really great that we are having you in the Hangout.
Yes,
I actually don't
yes,
know
yes.
what's been going on in the last few months,
Okay.
but I heard that love has finally found you and made you a very happy man. I'm
Oh,
sure your
yes,
fans
it
would
did.
like to know too.
About my life. I'm sure they have
Yes.
better things to know. Yeah. See, I'm very happy, and finally I can stop looking for love and stop writing songs about breakups and hope you be mine kind of songs, and start singing songs like I wanna hold you now. Look into your eyes, I wanna hold you now. Forget about goodbyes. I feel something inside me, and I know it's love. I feel something different. Now I know it's love. I wanna hold you now. And look into
Wow.
your eyes.
Sorry, I interrupted that. Guys, don't you want to know? Don't you want to know who he wrote this song for? Because he just said, Andrew, Inosh, Julian. I
Pretty
think we wouldn't
curious. Who is
mind
that?
knowing who. Sorry.
Pretty curious. Who is that?
Curious.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not for you, Andrew.
Okay, Andrew, if you want me to be happy, you have to stop asking me that question because if my current person who is so much making me happy gets to know who I wrote the song, I don't think I'll be happy. Even I probably won't be able to go home. So let's just start by saying that I wrote the song in advance to dedicate to the person that I was going to be settled down with. That way
Oh.
I'm safe. Yes, okay.
Oh, wow. So it was like the stage where you hadn't met her yet, but then you
Yeah.
believed
It's
you'd
like
meet
you
her.
building a house so that one day you're
Right.
getting married and move into.
Wow.
That way.
Rukshan, so you're a dreamer. You're a dreamer who also just dream. You realize it.
I think everything in life about me and everything it's been dreams. I think I'm one person very happy to say it. It's God's grace that all my dreams have come to pass. So that's something that I always thank God for. Yes,
Great. Great. So tell me, what's your next big dream?
big dream.
Yes.
My Gilianava, my Gilianava. Okay, I'm sure Julian didn't understand what I just said.
Yeah, I was trying to, do some
I
sign.
am
Got it.
flying away. I'm just flying away.
He's flying. So are you going to literally fly? You want to be a bird, a
Yeah.
plane,
Okay.
Superman?
Yeah, one of the dreams have been from small days to fly, and finally I'm entering flying school, and just finished doing something else as well, which is involve flying and making a craft kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's what we're trying to get out of me.
Wow. Okay, Andrew. Before I ask anything, I'd like you to ask him if you have a question coming up now.
Rukshan, I have one question kind of thing.
Okay, Andrew, shoot it. You've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah. If you weren't singing or if you weren't into music at all, what would
Okay.
you be doing?
I would have been in the Air Force.
Yeah, of
Oh.
course. Okay.
Yeah.
Flying.
Shooting.
I don't know about flying, but
Oh.
yes, I was as an Air Scout. I was involved with the Air Force, and I liked everything about the Air Force, and especially about the aircraft. I was always with the aircraft, and removing, fixing things back. Yeah, I would have been a airman or whatever that you call.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's it,
That's
Andrew?
interesting.
Anything else? Anything else? No? Not
That's
for
all
the
for the
moment?
moment.
That's all for the moment. Well, Rukshan, so you're seriously, you're into flying. I'm not saying you're old, but later in life, you suddenly want to pursue this as well.
Uh, well, see, I don't know what I know what I'm going to do in 5 years' time, and I know what I'm going to be in 10 years' time. Other than that, well, I have to get to 5 years plan another 5 year more. So one thing for sure, I would in 5 years' time I will have a quite a large operation when it comes to RMR, which is Rukshan Mark Recording Institute, and I'm sure in 10 years' time I would have some sort of a flying operation in Sri Lanka. It could be tourism or it could be just a flying school. But I would be involved in some sort of a something related to flying because these two things are very special and very close to me. So I think that is I'm always I've been in I've been earning, working, making money in areas that I really like to be in. So I'm sure I will. These are the two areas that I will be in. But you never know when it comes to that point. It might be something else.
Right. Well, we shall await to know more about that's something else too, Rukshan.
Okay.
Julian, I'd like to come to you. Can we also know your taste in music, and if you're looking out for something here in terms of music, are you looking out to hear something special, something from probably maybe like folk music, or have you been waiting to hear something Sri Lankan, like authentic?
Yeah, look, I didn't know much about Sri Lankan music, but I mean, my friends laugh at my music taste because it's mostly stuck in the 1970s. So I'm a big kind of Pink Floyd fan. I love Steely Dan. I love Supertramp. I love that kind of progressive rock.
Alright.
Yes, all that stuff from there. And I do like some modern bands, but I don't know. I tend to like kind of depressing music, if you like, or melancholy music, you know, thoughtful music, rather than kind of jump up and down music. So
Right.
it's wistful is probably a better word.
Awesome.
Okay, Julian, I'm just gonna allow you to listen to some folk music, and I'm not gonna sing, but Devashi is. You know, she's gonna sing something right now, and probably yeah. Listen, this is
Rukshan,
one.
hello.
Yeah, you're not
I
listening
can't
to
hear
me.
you
I'm
right
listening
now.
right now. Okay,
Oh,
so
the
you're gonna
audio
sing
is
something.
failing. It's
No, it's not failing.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I can see you very well, and so is Julian. So I want to hear you because Julian, something that you don't know about me and Devashi is that I look up to Devashi when it comes to singing, and I remember I wanted her in my first album, which is about 10 years ago, and she sang one of my songs. And later on, I mean, I know about Devashi when she was about 13 years, when she used to come to church and make us all shame about our singing. So later on, I found her doing this folk song for one of the song. I think on one of with Mahesh, you were singing this folk song, or kind of really dummy song. So I want you to sing that.
Well, actually, Rukshan, the thing is,
Yeah,
sorry,
Vashi,
Julian,
let's
just for
talk
your.
after singing.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll hum, but it wasn't really a song. It was just we're doing some fusion music, so it was just
Okay.
sounds and instrumental sort of
Okay. Anyway,
recital. Yeah.
Julian is
But,
waiting patiently.
yeah, folk. I think the best would be to hear a Wannama or something like
Okay,
that.
so
But
sing a
right
Wannama.
now, I don't have the words with me, which is going to be really bad if I try to make
Na
up.
na 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 na.
Yeah. Okay. So it could be something like that. Na 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 na. Na na na. This is also, I think, not the perfect, because you need to have a.
Do not give excuses. You were brilliant, and I'm sure Julian will agree.
Very good.
Well, thank you, but yes, you do. You need a folk musician to actually illustrate it much.
Actually, I just realized, this could be this kind of forum or this kind of a chat, whatever that you call this. This application can be used within musicians to, probably get together, crack an idea, put a little bit of chords while somebody's singing. I think this can be used for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Rukshan, is this your first Hangout?
I think yes.
Right. Okay. So, do you think you'll probably use this medium, hanging out more with your fans and your students?
I
maybe?
hate this when you really want to say something. We will be back after a short commercial break, which is not here, so I'm really, really happy about that.
Well, if you want me to, I can still say that.
No, please don't. That's one word I don't want
We'll
to
be
hear.
back. All right, guys. I think we're probably wrapping up with the last few minutes. So, Inosh, if you have something exclusively special to tell Rukshan and wrap up, you could do so now. Your last question.
I had a dozen or so questions, but then I forgot all of them.
I'll give you my email. You can write to me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Rukshan, the
Yes.
chicken or the egg came first?
Sorry?
The chicken came first or the egg came first?
I still have a big problem trying to figure out which came first. But if you give me anything with those two ingredients in it, I will eat it.
Yeah. Awesome, yeah. Well, I actually asked that for a reason. I wanted to ask you, in your songs, you put the music first or write the
Okay.
lyrics first?
Um, See, the melody comes first.
Okay.
So it's just probably a humming. I would say I would take something and say na 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 na. So then I start figuring the chords for that, and then I would say I will always find you in my arms. Then I put the verse. That's how I
All
would
right.
go about doing songs.
All right. Okay.
Great. Thanks, Anosh. Thank you. Andrew, your last question. Julian, it's your turn if you have anything more to tell Rukshan or ask him.
I'm interested to know if you could. Where's the one place in the world you would like to go to but you haven't been yet?
Well, I like to be in Prague.
Prague.
Czechoslovakia, Prague.
Prague.
I've been to Prague.
Julian is
It's beautiful.
sponsoring a ticket.
I've been to Prague, and I want to be in Prague again because I think that's a beautiful city, and it has everything that I like.
No, I'm not asking you the one place you haven't been. You feel that's cheating if you've already been to Prague.
One place that I would want to be, is it?
The place you want to go but you haven't been yet.
England?
You didn't sound very convincing.
Well, no, yes, probably. I like to be in Ireland more than England.
Because the Guinness.
All right. Okay.
You're gonna take me there, Julian? Are you gonna take me there to Ireland?
Oh, well, I've been to Ireland. It's beautiful. It's just very rainy, so you need to take you need to take an umbrella.
Oh, lovely.
Actually, just a minute. Andrew has typed us a question, which is awesome. There's a good thing about this is we can still get the chat going
Hello?
from the box. We can't hear him, but he has a question through chat. He says, "Yeah, what genre of music do you like? Not like? If there's any genre of music you sort of hate, what is it?"
I don't like heavy metal. I think something that I can't really stand.
Heavy
I don't
metal.
know. There's nothing against the genre. It's just that I don't like too much of loud music. I like to be, things that I create and things that I sing are very soft and mellow. Probably that's my taste.
Okay. Inosh, you had something to add?
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Go on.
Well, heavy metal for you, Rukshan, is screaming in tune.
Well, yeah. See, okay. Let's just keep it there. Yes, I think like I said, it's not that I don't like or I find them hilarious with their different kind of metal on their head and this and that. But other than that, it's just the fact that it's too loud and sometimes I can't really. Well, let's just say that's not my cup of coffee.
But don't you have lots of friends who are into metal and who actually performs?
Well,
Heavy metal?
it's a funny thing about these guys who are into heavy metal. You really can't talk to them.
You can't
There's
talk to
no-
them. Why? Why not?
You can't really have a
Attitude
conversation with them. They sound. I mean, most of them are high most of the time, and I kind of get into problems like that. So I mean, let's all go there.
Okay. You know what, Rukshan, you're gonna get it tight from those those
I know,
heavy
I know.
metal
Yes.
friends and fans. But
Is there
then
any way
again,
that I can? Is there any way that I can mute Inosh, because I'm sure he wants to say something, so I can mute him from here.
he's been having lots of questions from the beginning. All right, guys.
That's good.
Well, time has caught up with us, so we will have to say our goodbyes now. So just before that, since Julian is here for a very short while, Julian, just one little more question. How long will you be staying on for in Sri Lanka? A few more days?
I'm just here a couple more days, but I'm definitely coming back. So I'll be back sooner rather than later, I think. See some of the country. All I've seen is Colombo, so I'm sure there's more. Colombo's great, but I'm sure getting out into the countryside would be a really good thing to do.
Oh, you're very, very right on that. You have to. That's awesome news. Great. So hopefully we'll probably have you join us on another hangout later on.
Thanks for the invitation.
Brilliant. It was great. Guys, fans, thank you again for joining. And last and most
Devashi?
importantly, Rukshan. Yeah.
Devashi, are you
Yes.
scared of rats? Are you scared of rats?
Rats.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I don't mind
Okay, there
watching
is
them from a
one behind
distance.
you
but
right
if
now
they
on
come
that
near-
table.
What? Sorry?
There is one behind you on that table.
I'm sure there is no rat in it.
Okay, okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there'll be plenty of ants around because, I'm a very sweet treat, but not rats. Right. Rukshan, thank you for taking time and joining us on a hangout. And we wish you the very best with both your music and your flying. And hopefully we'll catch you flying high with all that you want to do.
Thank you, Devashi.
Rukshan, actually, can we just sign off with a song from you?
Final
So
song.
for me, I think I've sung most.
You had, your English song. I thought that might be nice since we've been talking and
Okay.
hanging out in English this time.
Right. Okay. My love for you is stronger every time I think of you. Dream of you each night and day. I wanna hold you in my arms and say I love you more and more each day. I wanna hold you now and look into your eyes. I wanna hold you now. Forget about goodbyes. I feel something inside me. I know it's love. And I feel something different. Now I know it's love. I wanna hold you now and look into your eyes. Okay.
All right, there goes the romantic RR. Thank you, Rukshan. Thank you very much. Well then, guys, we're going to say goodbye. If you want to, just a reminder to you, all those who are watching, if you want to be part of a live hangout like this, like the fans in Ocean, Andrew, you can join us next time. All you have to do is just type music.lk/live and you can get the instructions on how to join a live hangout. Also, if you want to watch us again, a recorded episode, or we had a few other episodes too, if you want to watch them again, you can just type music.lk/live and watch all those episodes together with us. Right, well, thank you very much again, and we'll be seeing you again. Thank you, Rukshan, on the 27th Wednesday between 9 and 9:30 on Ripples of Music. Good night then.
Okay.